Hey everyone, my name is Brent. I'm a digital marketing freelancer who specializes in Shopify Store builds, Facebook ads, email marketing, and much more. And I'm creating a YouTube series to help you figure out your freelancing career or jumpstart your small business. I know it's really hard when you're first starting. There's so many different ways you can learn and so many different ways you can do things. So I'm just going to try and tell you what worked for me and what works for my clients. When I started, I was fortunate enough to make some really good connections and have a lot of guidance, and it was huge to help me start my career. So I want to be able to pass that knowledge back on to anyone else watching these videos. I also want to be able to help that small business owner who maybe doesn't have the budget to outsource their marketing and wants to take a stab at it themselves but has no idea what they're doing. Just to tell you a little bit about myself and why I got into digital marketing. So basically, like so many others, I went to university for 4 years and I have a degree in biology. I love science and I love what I took at school. But unfortunately, what I didn't love was trying to find a job afterwards. For 2 years, I applied to endless amounts of jobs with no luck. And finally, I kind of said, I maybe need to rethink a path of where I want to go. So I was fortunate enough to enroll in a digital marketing program through my old university. And from there, I was able to learn so much about digital marketing and make some great connections. Now, what I want you to understand is this isn't going to be some series to tell you how you're going to go from making $0 to 6 figures in a few months. I'm not by any means just rolling around in cash, but I do have a steady income and a steady amount of work. And I went from basically knowing nothing to having people pay me to do work for them in a matter of a year. So my plan throughout these series is to be able to help you start your freelancing career, work from your own hours, work from home, work from co-working spaces, do whatever you want to do, and you make your life your way. Just to kind of outline how this series is going to go, I'm going to put a video up about once a week where I either talk about something about Shopify, Facebook, email marketing, what's new in the digital marketing world, best practices as a freelancer, or just everyday knowledge and questions that people have for me that I'll answer. So I'm going to give you a brief outline of what I'm going to talk about throughout my video series on YouTube. First off, I'm going to talk about Shopify. That is the platform that I deal with, and I find it's easier to pick one platform and become a master of it instead of trying to be good at 3 or 4 different platforms. My focus on Shopify is going to be around store builds. So basically, I want to be able to teach you how to pick out a theme, how to make sure that theme is going to work for your client, what's good and what's bad in themes, and everything else you need to know, and how to be able to pitch a theme to your client. I'll make tutorial videos around Shopify showing you how to get around in the back end, showing you how to populate products, populate collections, how to update things on your store, and set everything up in order so you will have success right from the get-go. Also, I'll give you tips on how to optimize other people's Shopify stores that are already built. One of the big things as a freelancer is the ability to see a Shopify store at any website, go around, pick out optimizations you can make on their website, and then send them a free site audit. By giving them a free site audit, you gain their trust and you're looking out for them by telling them things they can improve on their site. That's a really big thing as a freelancer, is to gain trust right away with your client. So I'll teach you all the best practices on how to do a site audit and what to look for on your Shopify store. Also, I'll provide you all sorts of strategy that I use and that I've gotten from industry experts on how to build your Shopify store. Another topic I'll talk about in this YouTube series is going to be Facebook ads. Everybody out there wants to do Facebook ads, and I see so many marketers and so many freelancers just throwing away money. Well, I've been taught multiple strategies, and I have a few that work on a daily basis. I want to be able to share those with you and show you how you can do them yourself. I'll make tutorial videos on how to use the Facebook ad manager, as well as what to look for, and as a freelancer, how to set up your Facebook business manager account, which I'll talk about later in the series, which is crucial for any freelancer trying to do Facebook ad marketing for any company. I'll give you tips, tricks, and all sorts of strategy on how to best place your ads, how to best optimize your ads, and how to make sure that you're getting the most ROI out of everything that you do. Another thing throughout this series that I'm going to be covering is going to be email marketing. I'm going to go over the benefits and how crucial email marketing is to every business, and how you can see if a business is using their email marketing to their full advantage, or if they're even using it at all. I'll be able to give you tips and tricks on how to do email audits as well, to be able to get your foot in the door, and then show you all sorts of strategy, different types of flow automations, and tutorial videos on how to run some of the programs like Klaviyo and MailChimp. With email marketing, I'll also talk strategy about abandoned cart emails, about welcome series emails, about browse abandoned emails, about any sort of type of email that you could think of that you could implement into your strategy. Another thing I want to focus on throughout this series is just best practices for freelancers. So many freelancers I've talked to get eaten alive in the digital marketing world. It's a shark eat shark world, and the little guy always is going to get eaten. So it's really good to know some tips and some tricks on how to survive, essentially, and how to be able to promote yourself and get yourself out there and start building a rep among all the different freelancers. I've been fortunate enough to be guided by someone who's gone through so many adversities, and he's been able to teach me on how to avoid them. And I want to pass those on to you and teach you on how to avoid some of these crucial mistakes as a freelancer, and how to make sure that you always get paid, and that how you can land as much business as you possibly can. So those topics are going to be the main focus of my YouTube series. That being said, I have all sorts of other things I'm going to talk about, such as SEO work, Google AdWords, what's trending, what's new in the digital marketing world, and all sorts of other things. I also want to be able to take questions from anyone who has questions for me, and anyone who's struggling with anything. I want to be able to give my advice and my feedback back to you as well throughout this series. So stick around. I'm going to be having a video coming out once a week, like I said. So hit that subscribe button, hit the like, and share this video with any digital marketing freelancer you know, and I'll see you next time.